On this one, it should be negative 2x equals negative 7 plus 1. So that's going to give me a negative 6, not negative 8. If you have negative 8, then you subtracted 1 on the right side. That is not right. You do the opposite. Answer should be 3. Alright, you should have 5x equals 34 minus 4. That's going to give you a 30 on the right side, so 30 divided by 5 is 6. You should have negative 6x equals negative 39 plus 3. So you will end up with a negative 36 on the right side. When you divide by negative 6, the answer is 6. We have 14 out of 22 with homework, which is a percent of 64. Anytime the homework percent is 50 or less, those with credit can bring 2 numbers for the homework lottery. Today it's only 1 because it's above 50. Pick a number from 1 to 20 if you have credit for the homework. The winning numbers today are 1, 8, 6, 11, and 16. Block letter only. Alright, for this one it should be a negative 4x equals 7 plus 9. That's going to give me a 16 on the right side. Divide the 16 by the negative 4 and get C, negative 4. Here are the homework answers. You get 1 point per problem. Must have both numbers right. Number 1 is negative 9, 9. 2 is negative 5, negative 6. 3 is 6, negative 9. 4 is 1, negative 9. 5 is negative 5, negative 4. 6 is 6, 3. 7 is negative 6, 8. 8 is negative 9, 8. 9 is 10, negative 3. 10 is negative 7, 4. Alright, here's the first example. What are the 2 numbers that I'm going to have to multiply each equation by, respectively? Carver.
The first one will be positive 1.
Positive 1, and what about the second one?
The second one will be negative 5.
Second one's negative 5. He is right. Why didn't I write 1 up beside the first equation? It doesn't change anything, so there's no need to write it. When I multiply the second equation by negative 5, can anybody read off what I would get? Yes, Armstrong.
5 plus 30y equals
5x?
Yeah.
Yes. The first one just gets dropped down because you don't change it. But the second one is 5x plus 30y equals a negative 50. And this is a subtraction sign, not a negative sign. Okay, subtract those 2 equations and tell me what the result is. Anybody that can do that? Yes.
Negative 39y equals
Negative 39y equals negative 39 is right. Can anybody give me the answer to y? Blevin says negative 1, and he is right. It's negative 1. Now, I have to put that -1 in for either of those two equations in black up at the top. Can anybody tell me what the answer is for x when they do that? Yeah.
Would you do the second equation?
You can do whichever one. All I need is the final answer for x whenever somebody gets it. -4 is right for x. I plugged it into the 5x minus 9y equals -11 equation and boiled it all down to -4. What would my final answer be for the entire problem? Yeah.
-4 and -1.
-4, -1 is right. For your practice problem, you are not doing this all the way through. You're doing exactly what we did with the example. Here's the first thing you need to drop off up here on my table, and make sure you only leave up here what I ask for. If you leave anything else, it will not count. What I need are the two numbers that you multiply each equation by respectively in order to change them. I just need those two numbers that you're going to multiply the equations by. I'll take the first 6 that have this answer. +3 on the right is going to give you -4. Divide that by -2 to get 2. If you wrote -9 and 5 only, then come on up. For the next thing, all I need is the result of multiplying the first equation by -9. Multiply the first equation by -9 and bring me what you get. Back. From now on, you do not get up until I'm finished. If you have 45x plus 18y equals 198, then come on up. The next thing you need to bring up is the second equation after you have multiplied it by 5. This goes to the first 6. For this one, it should have been -x equals -2 plus 5. And you will have a +3, but you must divide it by the -1. This is a subtraction sign. So what you must have on your paper is 45x minus 35y equals 410. The next thing I need is the result of the subtraction of those two equations. What is the result of subtracting those two equations? The next thing, if you have 53y equals a -212, then come on up. All I need from you now is the answer for y. To the first 6. If you have -4 for your answer, then come on up. Next, I just need the answer for x. Plug y in as -4 in for y into one of the two original ones, and then bring me the answer for x. I'll take the first 8. First 8. You should end up with a -6 on the right. So the answer is 2. The final answer for x is 6. If you have 6, come on up.